Our top story this evening is all about the politics that has emerged after the government notified the Citizenship Amendment Act. Hours after the Modi government notified the rules of the CAA, the opposition, led by the Congress party, has slammed the government's step. From West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, all of them have alleged that the new law is designed to polarize the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Listen in.
This is the first time that into the principle of citizenship, you are finding a law being brought in that actually discriminates by excluding people of one particular faith. There was no need to specify which religions are eligible and thereby exclude people of only one religion. There is a pure communal message, a dog whistle, as they say, a whistle to some people saying your communal agenda is what we are pursuing. That is unacceptable to us. It is clearly timed 4 years after the passage of the bill, just for their benefit in these elections. And I will say to you that I'm fully in support of the decision of the India Alliance's Indian Union Muslim League to go to the Supreme Court against this.
Meanwhile, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has questioned the validity of the CAA rules and has called the BJP's poll ploy. She has also questioned the government, asking why the rules don't facilitate minorities facing persecution on religious grounds in Myanmar, which shares its border with India, and why can't persecuted Muslims be granted citizenship?
বলুন আফগানিস্তান কি করে এলো? আফগানিস্তান তো ভারতের বর্ডার নয়, তাহলে মায়ানমার কেন এলো না? এটা তো ভারতের বর্ডার। তাহলে বলুন যেগুলো ভারতের বর্ডার সেগুলো কিন্তু হলো না, সব কিন্তু রাষ্ট্রহীন হয়ে যাবে। এই কে এনআরসির সাথে যুক্ত মনে রাখবেন। শুধুমাত্র 6টা ধর্ম, হিন্দু, শিখ, বৌদ্ধ, জৈন, পার্সি আর খ্রিস্ট ধর্ম, মায়ানমার, শ্রীলঙ্কা বাদ, ইসলাম ধর্মবাদ। এটা ভারতীয় সংবিধানের ধর্ম নিরপেক্ষতার মূলে কঠোর আঘাত করেছে।
Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has described CAA as a communally divisive law and has asserted that it will not be implemented in the southern state. In Delhi, meanwhile, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has called the BJP's dirty politics. He has said that it is being implemented by the Bharatiya Janata Party in order to make poor people from neighboring countries its vote bank in India. On the other hand, AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi has called it a Godse-like move and has claimed that BJP's main aim is to implement NPR and NCR across the nation.
CAA को आपको NPR और NRC से जोड़कर देखना जरूरी है। क्या अमित शाह पार्लियामेंट में मेरा नाम लेकर नहीं कहे थे कि ओवैसी जी NPR NRC भी आएगा? क्या अमित शाह कई टीवी इंटरव्यूज में नहीं कहा था कि NPR NRC आएगा? उनका ऑन रिकॉर्ड इंटरव्यू है, पार्लियामेंट में उन्होंने कहा है। तो ये सब एक धुआं है और ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि असल इनका मकसद क्या है कि देश में NPR हो, NRC हो।
Meanwhile, the Home Ministry has launched a web portal to facilitate the process of applying for Indian citizenship under the law. It will soon come up with a mobile application called CAA 2019 to further facilitate applications. On the other hand, the Home Minister has said that the Bharatiya Janata Party has delivered on its promise.
आजादी के वक्त से कांग्रेस पार्टी और हमारे संविधान निर्माताओं का वादा था कि बांग्लादेश, अफगानिस्तान और पाकिस्तान से जो शरणार्थी आएंगे, जो वहां की प्रताड़ना झेल कर आएंगे, उसको हम नागरिकता देंगे। मगर तुष्टीकरण की, वोट बैंक की राजनीति के कारण कांग्रेस पार्टी इसका विरोध करती थी। लाखों करोड़ों लोग पाकिस्तान से और बांग्लादेश से अपना धर्म बचाने के लिए, अपना सम्मान बचाने के लिए इस देश में आए, उनको नागरिकता नहीं मिलती थी। अपने ही देश में वो नागरिकता के बगैर अपमानित होते थे। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने हिंदू, बौद्ध, जैन, ये सारे सिख, ये सारे लोगों को नागरिकता देकर उनका सम्मान करने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया है।
My colleague Isha is joining us with the latest on this. Isha, as expected, politics has emerged after the government notified the CAA rules. But the government going ahead and launching a web portal and saying that there'll be a mobile app related to this as well. What's the latest really that you're picking up now?
Right, Shreya. So the government has maintained that the CAA that is being come into force has nothing to do with the Indian Muslims or anybody in the Indian country in the country has nothing to do with the Citizenship Amendment Act. Only the ones who have come in from outside, from other countries, they will their citizenship will be a question mark, and that too not everybody. So the government is making sure that they put out their side. They're also trying to facilitate the movement. But again, we also heard all the opposition voices slamming the government, stating that why is only the Muslim sect left out of that? Why is citizenship not being granted to Muslim citizens? And also another aspect is that the timing is being questioned, considering the 2024 polls are just around the corner. And another aspect that the opposition is also raising is that the electoral bonds row has only risen. And in fact, the Supreme Court has also slammed the government, stating, in fact, slammed the SBI, stating that they should immediately release the bonds, release wherever the money came from. So the opposition is also stating that this might be a desperate cover-up from the BJP side to implement it at this time. But again, on the ground, the reality is that protests have started erupting all across. In fact, JNU, Jamia, Delhi University, all three major universities in the national capital saw some form of protest. In fact, the first leg of protest took place yesterday at the Jamia University, where NSUI and a couple of other student bodies got together and staged a very small procession inside the university campus. And then later, the police further barricaded the entire campus, and in fact, it was fortified like it was in 2019. But again, today as well, at the Delhi University Arts facility, a major protest took place, which has resulted in over 60 detentions of students. The students also alleged that the police ill-treated them and forced them into police vans. Also, the guards ill-treated them. Not only that, there were also protests that took place at the Jamia Millia Islamia. JNU is the only place where protests have not taken place on a large scale. But again, the opposition continues to slam the government. The voices on the ground also slamming the government. The left also unequivocally joining the opposition voices to slam the Modi government. Back to you.
All right, Isha, thank you very much for joining us with the latest on the ripple effect, in fact, that we are seeing at various places after the government notified the CAA rules. We'll have to see how it really pans out. But for now, let's move on and get you all the